Hello and welcome. The last time we did a training session, we practiced punches a lot, and yeah, I really hope you had a good training and that you could improve. And yeah, I mean, if you had your muscles feeling very sore, then you certainly did it right. And today we will be doing another training session, but this time about kicks. So in this video I will focus on the more basic kicks, like the one that I've shown you in the video about training kicks, but I will probably add like one kick or something like that, or maybe two. We will see. That is a bit more advanced, but also more suited for combat, and not like, for example, this training kick, for example. And yeah, so before we get into it, remember to do a good warm-up, and especially warm up your legs, and don't forget to stretch them so that they are prepared for the training and you won't injure yourself. We will do some exercises to prepare our legs for the training and to warm them up, and yeah, but still do a proper warm-up. It's just for the best of yourself. Alright, so let's begin. And first we will just start with the snap kick that I've already told you beforehand how it works. So we pick up our knees, and with our feet and our leg then being straight, we snap forward like this. But this time, instead of like the training kicks, where I've shown you with kicking on the palms and something like that, today we really want to mainly focus on the kicks and to make them fast and so on. Alright, so let's start. At first we will do the snap kick that I've shown you in the training kick video. For this we will just pick up our knee, and then with our feet and our leg then straight, we will snap like this. But now, because we still do it as a preparation, we don't want to kick on our palms, and we're just standing in position, pick up our knee, snap kick, then change leg with some steps, kick with the other leg, and then again change legs, and just do this. And for the legs changing, I will show you like this. Here, step, 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 kick, step, 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 kick. So we put our leg that we kicked with back as a step. We step with the other foot, then back again with the leg we kicked, and then we pick up the knee of our other foot and kick with this, and then do the same step, step, step. So 3 steps practically in between the kicking. But we are not doing like bum, 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 but like on the same place, quite fast and short steps. Alright, so let's begin and do some preparation for our legs. Just some steps, kick. As I've said, first, a bit relaxed, so not too high, not too fast, not too hard kicks, just relaxed, and let's do some kicks. But still remember, keep your feet straight and do a proper snap kick. And of course, even though we are doing it relaxed, don't fall asleep while practicing and be too slow. Alright, so now after we've done some kicks, we will do the same with a snap kick, but instead of having it straight, the foot like this, we will change. Alright, after we've done, so now instead of having kicks going straight, snap kicks like this, we will now do again a snap kick, but this time from the side. And this kick is actually usable in combat. And for this, we will just, instead of having, when we do the kick, we have, instead of having our knee and our leg like this, we will move our knee inside, and our foot up here, like this. And then from here, we will snap to the front. This is a kick that aims against the sides, or maybe even the ribs, of our opponent. But we mainly want to aim here, because here are no bones that protect our opponent. So instead of this, this. So it will look like this. But our upper body and everything else is still facing straight to the front. And there's other kicks where we can change the positioning of our hip as well, but we don't want to do this now. And don't forget, keep your upper body straight. And now, because we're doing it relaxed, it's not so important that we have our hands too high up here, but still keep them in like an adequate position where we could move in a fighting situation fast up here. But yeah, especially focus on the kicks for now. Alright, now we do the same, but at a lower height, as if we would practically aim against the knee of our opponent. So a bit lower, but maybe we can instead do a little bit faster and harder snapping with our kicks. Alright, now our legs should be quite warm out already. So now let's aim a bit higher. So we'll do now the snap kick, but aiming at the height of our head. If you are not able to reach that high yet, because you're not flexible yet, just try to aim as high as possible, so you will stretch your legs and the tendons and your muscles, and so that you will reach this height one day when you keep practicing. So same kick here, straight snap kick as before, but now high. Like this. And the changing steps, of course, stay the same. And the secret to kicking high here is that before we snap, we bring up our knee high, and from then we will snap. So the important thing is bring your knee up, kick and then change steps. Yeah. Alright, so now after we've done our first high kicks, the snap kicks, it's now time to do the side snap kick at head height. So let's try this now. Instead of this, we now aim for this. And yeah, it's just, you want to aim with the kick against the head of your opponent. Like the best aim would be like here or here if you're in real combat. And so that's as again and again, if you are not that flexible, just try your best. Try to keep your balance, try to kick as high as possible and keep improving so that you reach that high eventually. Alright, let's get to it. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit where I am now. It's really freezing cold and the ground is a bit wet and slippery. Making it even harder to keep the balance. But it's important that we even learn to do our exercises and our practice on practically each and every ground. Because if you would come into a real combat situation, it's not like we can decide on the ground that we will fight on beforehand. And if you would fail to protect ourselves or somebody else just because we haven't practiced or are not used to a certain ground, that would be really sad. Alright, now take some deep breaths, relax a bit. Bring your breathing under control. Controlling your breathing is really helpful to regain your strength. And of course to proceed with good energy, good power and good stamina. Alright, but we don't want to take a too long break now, because we will do a little break short while after this. So now we will do the straight kick with the straight leg that I've shown you in the training kick video as well. But again, this time, because we're a bit more relaxed now, we won't do it without something with this position, the stance, but instead just bring your leg up, but don't forget to keep your upper body straight. And yeah, and at first, again, because we are relaxed and we want to warm up the tendons and everything in our legs, just bring your leg up to a quite comfortable height, and then we will bring our leg higher eventually. So just relax, and the steps for changing legs are practically the same, but instead of that we will do it on the same spot. Leg we kick, we will bring behind, then our other leg will go behind, leg that we kicked with will move in front, and then we will bring up the other leg. And just relax, but still so high that you can feel it a bit. I mean, if you're practically doing, if you are not bringing it high enough, then there is close to zero training effect. And even though we are relaxed, you want to have at least a bit. So, and to prepare us for what we will do afterwards. Alright, so now time to bring our legs a bit higher. And don't forget to keep your upper body straight. Alright, and now bring your legs as high as possible, so that you will really stretch your legs. Alright, go! Don't forget to keep the foot that stays on the ground entirely on the ground, and don't move on your balls, so you don't lose your balance. Alright, again, take a break, take some deep breaths, and now, as I said, we will do like a little short break. Drink something, stay hydrated, that's important. And yeah, but if you're training in a cold place like me, don't get too cold, and then we will start like our real training in a moment. Alright, now I hope that you feel a bit relaxed and refreshed, and also prepared and ready for the rest of our training. So now, after we warmed ourselves up and got ready, we want to have each and every kick that we will do as fast and as powerful as possible, so that each kick will improve ourselves as much as possible. And if you're not able to keep up with the speed and the amount of kicks that I will show you and do now, there's no problem at all. Like if in the time that I do 10 kicks you are just doing 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, whatever, it's no problem. The important thing is that you will do as much as you can and as fast as you can, and as possible for yourself, and that you will push yourself to your own limit. This is the important thing in Kung Fu or martial arts in general. If you want to improve, it's not that we should look on another person and, for example, this person has, like me, over 1,000 years of experience, and it's a really big part of my life, and if it's not the same for you, then of course you won't be on this level yet. But the important thing is that we always push ourselves to our own limit, and with this we can improve and improve, and eventually with enough practice and so on, we will reach a level, a really high level, and we can keep improving more and more as well. The important thing, as I said again, is to push ourselves to our own limit. It's the same what I do. When I practice, I push myself to my own limit as well. So I keep improving as well. Like, you have never learned enough, and that's why keep practicing Keep pushing yourself to your own limit. Maybe bring yourself a goal. Like if you're just starting and you haven't practiced or done another sport as much as well, and in the time that I do 10 kicks you only do like 3 kicks or something, then keep practicing and make a goal in your mind and say that you will reach like the goal that you do 4 or 5 kicks in the time that I will do the 10 now. But those 4 or 5 kicks are filled with the most amount of power and speed and strength that you can muster. And just like this you will improve. And this is the important thing after all. So don't feel frustrated, or it is okay to feel frustrated, but only if you use this frustration as a strength or something that wants you to keep training and to improve yourself. If you're feeling frustrated and say, oh, it doesn't make sense after all, it's too much, and so that's the wrong way. But if you're feeling frustrated, oh, I want to do this as well, but why can't I do it now? Then this is like the right kind of frustration that pushes you forward and that keeps you to training. And I want to do this, so I keep training because I want to reach this level. That's good, and that's the thing we need. So now, as I've said, we want fast and strong kicks, and we'll start with our nice snap kicks, and this time we will actually kick on our palms. And like I've told you in the training kick video, we want to kick with power against our palms, and that you can hear a clapping sound. So if your hands are not pretty sensitive or not used to something like this yet, just try your best, and so you will improve the resistance of your palms as well. Alright, so let's get into a position. Keep our hands at our hip, and yeah, like I said, it's not that important how we start, like if you're keeping our legs together or if you have one leg in front or not. But if you have one leg in front, of course, we'll start with our behind leg. Okay, so we'll start. And for now, let's start with sets of 6. One reason because I do this is still the point of view of my camera is quite limited. And yeah, so let's start with 6. Alright, are you ready? Fast, powerful kicks. And go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. And then let's face the other side, or you can just do the kicks in the same direction, doesn't matter. Now we'll do another set of 6, turn around, and without a break do another set of 6. Alright, ready? And go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Turn around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Take breaths. Relax a bit. And yeah, remember the things that I've told you, that you are not collapsing with your upper body when you do these kicks. Alright, good. So now we have done 1 set of 6 and 2 sets of 6, and now we will do 3 sets of kicks after one another. So are you ready? And then go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Again, take breaths, relax a bit. Control your breathing. Take deep breaths. And if you're feeling your palms and your hands That's really good already. If you managed to keep up until now, it's really, really good. And as I've said again, if you haven't done like the same amount in the same time, it's no problem as well. If you are really focused on a goal that you want to make the same amount, then it's no problem if like you do this amount of kicks, and then, I mean, you don't have to play this video non-stop. So of course you can like pause it for a moment and do your amount of kicks. If you want to do this, and you don't want like this limitation and the pressure of the time, and you still keep the power and the speed in your kicks, go for it. Like, just find the best way for you to improve yourself and like to feel satisfied with your training. That's important as well. Like that you feel satisfied but still keep a goal in mind and that you always want to improve. All right, now we did 3 sets, time for 4 sets. All right, prepare yourself and ready, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Good. Again. Short break. Alright, so now let's get to the last set of snap kicks. And of course, one more again, so 5. Ready yourself, and go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Set. 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. Good. All right. Again, take deep breathing. And yeah, now if you have something to drink, like take a short moment, drink some water, and once again, staying hydrated is important so we can keep training on a very high level. By the way, if you're training in a cold place like me at the moment, I can really recommend you to bring some hot water with you, because it's really good to drink. Like, of course it's water, and it's good for the stomach, it's good for throat, and it keeps ourselves warm. So hot water, it's really, really good. All right. Now we've done our snap kicks. We want to do now our straight kicks. So the one where we bring up our knee, and instead of snapping from down to up, we now kick straight, like the one that wants to pierce. How it works, I've shown you in the training kick video as well. So we'll just start with it. And our goal is and with a kick, and then we will bring back so that our foot, so that our knee is still up. So we could theoretically do more kicks, then move our foot down and do a step forward. And then we'll do the next kick, do the same. And that's how we will move forward now. So, again, let's start with a set of 6 kicks. Our hands are like up here to our upper body. If you want, here somewhere, in front of our head. But this is fine already, because here we have like just a very short way that we can protect our head. So one set, 6 kicks, get ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. All right. And now, two sets. On ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Really imagine that you have like a target in front of you, and that you kick this target. Some breathers. And then it's time for our 3 sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So, of course, after 3 sets, there will be 4 sets. So, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Relax a bit. Take some deep breaths. And of course, we can't be missing our 5 sets. So put your strength and your energy in it. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And because I haven't forgot, it was already 5. Now 6. Whew, nice. Good work. And again, relax. So this kick, if you're in a combat situation, would be a front kick that aims at the stomach of your opponent, or maybe especially against the solar plexus. But yeah, of course, always if we do this techniques, especially the ones that are dangerous to our opponent, we always have to recall if it's like watch the situation. So if it is not like a life-threatening situation, of course we shouldn't use techniques that heavily injure our opponent. So yeah, and always of course stay in the limits of your law, and just do what is necessary to protect yourself and another person if another person is in danger. But don't do what is unnecessary. This is important. All right. So we have done a lot of low kicks, or relatively low, like only stomach high, like this high now, like for the ones that we did with power and so. So now we want to do high kicks, and for this we will use the straight kick with straight leg that we've already done before. But now we're going to do strong and fast kicks, not like the relaxed one that we did before here, but fast, powerful. Once again, we'll do sets of 6, but because this one is mainly to train our flexibility of the leg, we won't do our 5 sets of 6, but we will just do of 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets, and so on of 6 kicks. We will do it differently, but we will do less kicks, so just that you are mentally prepared. So for this, I will keep my hands straight here. We don't need to do beginning, but I still want to have my hands here. Alright, so for this, we won't do it like the Shaolin way with a beginning and keeping our legs, our hands here, but instead I want to keep my hands when I do the high kick here in front of my body, so it's more like in a fighting, like if it would be in a fighting situation. All right, so the goal is still bring up our leg as high as possible, and that we do not collapse with our upper body, but that we keep it straight. So we start just 6 kicks, and are you ready? And then let's go. And after we've kicked, bring our leg back here and do a step. 4, 5, 6. All right. And yeah, especially this kick, it's more likely that you will lose balance, especially if you're on a slippery ground like me. So it's important to focus on your kick, but also that you stay stable and that you stay on the ground and don't lose your balance and fall to the ground. But even if you fall, no problem, just stand back up, keep training. Of course, if you would fall and injure yourself, take a break. But if not, just stand up, keep training. No pain, no gain. Alright, so now we do again just 6 kicks in a row. And ready? And go! I let grass rain on my head. Oh, perfect. Alright. And yeah, especially, like I've said already, cold place here, and then take care. And especially that was because why the warm-up is important, and stretching, that you don't injure your leg, like the inside of your leg, your tendons and your muscles, because of course cold place and you do high kicks that will really stretch your leg, and if it's not warm you will very likely injure yourself. Alright, so let's go for another 6. Ready? And go! Good. Alright. Now, without so much of a break, another 6. As you may have noticed, I sometimes don't do a very large step in front, because I still want that you can actually see me and not walk out of the camera. And let's go for another 6. Good. Again, take some breathing. and relax a bit. Because now we want to actually do a bit more advanced kick. If you don't get it right from the beginning, there's no problem. Just keep practicing, of course, and improve yourself. But it's good if you learn something new. Of course, important to always practice basics. And I mean, this kick is still pretty basic, even though it's a bit more advanced. But it's important that we learn different ways to move our body. And yeah. Right, so for this kick, first I will show you how it works. If I would be standing like in a fighting style stance, I would turn, so I would turn my left foot here after I'm facing the front, turning to the left. I would pull up my knee to my side here, and in the beginning you can start with bringing up your knees and holding it with your hands like this, because you really want to bring your knee to the side like this, and your foot as well. And then from this position you will turn your hip and your foot up here, and then from here kick to the front with a straight leg, bring back your leg. Again, you can hold it with your hands and then bring it down. And with what you want to hit your opponent is with this part of the foot, or it's okay as well if you want hit them with the entire foot. So like this, or a bit more turn. So yeah, this is but the best way is with here. Or nice. So yeah, you want to hit your opponent with this part of the foot, the side here, like the entire foot. And once again, right, we stand in the position, we turn our leg, bring up our knee, turn our hip and our foot, kick, bring back our knee, turn our hip, foot back, and back in position. That's how we want to do it. And if we're doing it without holding our knee, bring our knee up, kick, bring knee back, and stand back in position. And a bit faster. And a bit faster. And a bit faster. Yeah, I've kicked relatively high right now, but this kick can either go against the head of our opponent or against your stomach, like this height. So in the beginning, practice doing the kick a bit lower. Can even use this kick against the legs of our opponent. But now we want to use hip, stomach height for the beginning. So like just here. From the side it would look like this. Alright, so just try this kick a bit out, and if you think that you have got a feeling for it, or if you just want to try it with me together, we will now do this kick. First, one set of 6 slowly, and with changing legs, of course, because of course we can do this kick with both legs. So the right foot, step back. After we brought our leg back here, we do a step forward, kick with the other leg, back, forward, kick front, backwards, kick, bring our leg back, kick, bring our leg back, step, and kick, bring our leg back. And again, 6 kicks in the other direction. 1, 2. So we want to bring our leg back here. That's just a practice for our balance. 3, 4. Just relaxed, so you get a feeling for the kick. 5, but not too relaxed, of course. 6. And now the last 6 for the relaxed round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Alright, so now we want to do this kick a bit more faster and powerful. And for this, we will do our steps a bit different as well, because we will kick and then bring our knee back here, but instead of bringing our leg back here, we will do the kick and step forward. But the important thing still is that after we've kicked, we will first bring our knee back here before we do the step, and not that we kick and let the leg fall down for a step, because as I've said in the training kick video, this would mean that we would lose control of our leg and give our opponent an advantage. And of course, we don't want this to happen. And also, if we bring our knee back first before we do the step, we train our balance. Alright, so now 6 fast, powerful kicks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I did a step back because I wasn't sure once again if I move out of the camera, because it's really hard to tell from my position here. Okay, so we've done our first 6. Now we want to have 2 sets of 6. Ready? And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, good. Once again, if you're not feeling that comfortable with the kick, just try it out. Don't be too hectic and too fast. Of course, we want to improve ourselves and learn, but if we overdo it with stuff like this and we don't learn it correctly, this would mean that we will learn something wrong, and once we have learned something wrong, it's hard to correct it and learn the correct way. And the wrong way would mean less power, less speed, and less precision in our technique. Alright, so now the set of 3. So 3 sets of 6, I mean. Alright, ready? And go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, nice. We are almost done with our session for now, for today. But again, of course, we did a lot of low kicks, and this kick is actually good for improving the flexibility of our hip. We want to have this kick now just aim as high as possible. So instead of stomach height or even head height. Yeah. Alright, so now once again we've done a lot of low kicks, only high kicks. We want to have now kick on the height of our head. So we'll just do one set of 10. Just do it even if I would move out of the camera, out of the picture. One set of 10 where we go with the side kick to the height of our head. Alright, are you ready? Then let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, and last but not least, so we will really stretch our hip and our legs. We want to use this kick as high as possible, so even over our head. Like, do it as high as possible as you can. That's what we want to do. So just try how high you can reach, and once again we will do like one set of 6 and then some like 2 more sets, like some more sets, and then we're almost already done. So give your best, give your last strength and energy all into it. So come on, push yourself. 6 kicks as high as possible with strength and speed. So go! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And now some breathing. Right, now 2 sets of 6. Same conditions. Ready? Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And now for the finish. We want, once again, this time side kick. Height is completely irrelevant, but as much speed and as much power as possible. Like, imagine a pillar, a really tall, big pillars of stone standing right in front of you, and you want to break with your kick through it. You want to smash this pillar. Just keep this image in mind while you do your last 6 kicks with much power as entirely possible. Alright, ready? And go! 1, 2. It's even okay if you do a little break between these kicks, so that you just have full power for each kick. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nice, very good. Alright, we are at the end of this session for today. I hope you had a really good training. I hope you could improve and learn something for your kicks. And yeah, if you train for yourself, I wish you good training, and until next time, goodbye.